Welcome back to Fight Talk MMA. Today we're diving into a wild array of MMA developments, from unexpected results in the welterweight division to massive gambling suspensions shaking up the sport. In a surprising turn of events at UFC London, Brady secured a fourth-round guillotine choke victory over Leon Edwards. This loss sparked a strong reaction from Colby Covington, who openly suggested that Leon Edwards should consider retirement. Covington claimed that during their own fight he could see the hunger was gone after he broke his foot and believed Edwards failed to capitalize. Now, with Edwards having accumulated financial success and facing another setback, Covington insists it may be time for him to step away. This statement has fueled heated debate among fans, with many questioning whether Covington is genuinely concerned about Edwards' motivation or simply aiming to rile up the division. Regardless, Edwards' defeat by Brady has put the spotlight on the welterweight picture, making everyone wonder who might be next to challenge the new wave of contenders eager for a title shot.
Focus on what's next, you know. There's a guy that's been talking a lot of shit to me in the media, you know, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. You know, everybody thinks he's a nice guy. He's had a lot to say about me, so I'd love to see him say that to me in the cage.
After questioning Leon Edwards' motivation, Colby Covington pivoted to eyeing a potential matchup with Brady. Citing Brady's loss to Bilal Muhammad, Covington labeled him as having a glass jaw and suggested any fight between them would remain standing, given Covington's confidence in shutting down takedown attempts. Fans see this as yet another classic instance of Covington stirring the pot, continually calling out up-and-coming threats in the welterweight division. While Covington emphasizes big money fights and main event spotlight, he says he's ready to end the hype around Brady if the UFC deems it profitable. The rivalry underscores how packed the welterweight division remains, with seasoned contenders mixing it up alongside new talents. Whether Brady can cement his position as a true top contender, or whether Covington will dominate another foe, is a question fans can't wait to see answered in the octagon. UFC action continues to ramp up with a series of compelling matchups. Erin Blanchfield is set to face Macy Barber on May 31st at UFC Vegas 107, showcasing two fast-rising contenders in the women's flyweight division. Blanchfield is fresh off a dominant unanimous decision win, while Barber boasts an impressive 6-fight streak that has made her one of the division's most talked about prospects. In another confirmed bout, Nursultan Ruziboev will meet Dustin Stoltzfus at UFC Vegas 106 on May 17th. Ruziboev displayed knockout power in his last appearance, while Stoltzfus comes in hot after a swift first-round finish. Each of these bookings highlights the UFC's commitment to matching rising stars against proven competitors. Fans can expect these fights to shake up the rankings and create new contenders hungry for title opportunities in their respective weight classes. Paulo Costa recently posted a picture of a folded dollar bill on social media, innocently captioned, "Can you see it?" but received far more attention than he bargained for. One fan's mocking reply, pointing out that Costa has just one win in the last 5 years, rapidly outperformed his original post in likes. Surprising many, Costa did not deny the fact, even conceding that the statistic is accurate. While detractors were quick to label him inactive, others defended the challenges of facing top-tier opponents. Costa has consistently stayed in the public eye, whether through comedic content, Twitter banter, or memorable fights. Despite this viral taunt, the Brazilian remains confident in his potential resurgence. Whether he takes the social media jabs as motivation or brushes them off, Costa continues to be a presence that fans love debating, either celebrating his raw talent or questioning his trajectory.
Not make you drunk, but you know, I will celebrate with my team there. Wine for celebration.
Fresh off a unanimous decision loss to Carlos Ulberg, Jan Blachowicz took a moment to reflect on his training camp and the fight itself. He praised the UFC's hospitality in London, saying the energy from fans and staff made him feel appreciated upon his return. However, Blachowicz voiced frustration with the tally of significant strikes, suggesting the numbers didn't fully capture the true impact of his shots. Although some in attendance believed Blachowicz had done enough to sway the judges, the official scorecards disagreed. Still, he remains committed to pushing forward in pursuit of another climb up the light heavyweight ranks. For Blachowicz, every fight represents a learning opportunity, even when the result goes against him. Many fans remain hopeful that the Polish veteran will rebound quickly, adding yet another compelling chapter to his storied career.
I don't feel that I'm a winner, you know, but I need to watch the fight. Maybe we can do it a rematch and that's it. Yeah, I'm not the judge.
Tensions in the welterweight division soared as Sean Brady fired back at Ian Gary. Gary voiced anger over not receiving a title shot against Belal Muhammad, claiming he deserved the opportunity despite his recent loss to Shavkat Rakhmonov. Brady countered that a fresh defeat disqualifies Gary from jumping into a championship scenario. Instead, Brady touted his own record, capped by a submission over a former champion, as reason enough for a high-stakes clash against the winner or loser of the upcoming title fight. Fans are split. Some applaud Gary's brash confidence, while others support Brady's consistent path toward top contention. The exchange highlights just how crowded and competitive the welterweight picture has become. Each fighter aims to stand out with bold callouts, but only time will tell who gets the next big shot. Fresh off a unanimous decision over Gunnar Nelson, Kevin Holland wasted no time calling for another showdown with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Their initial clash ended in December 2022, when Holland sustained multiple hand fractures and eventually lost via corner stoppage. Despite the tough outcome, Holland praised the fight's excitement and yearns for a second chance to meet Wonderboy under better health. He also entertained the idea of facing Neil Magny, considering their mutual willingness to stay active. However, the allure of a do-over with Wonderboy stands out, especially for fans who enjoyed the first encounter's electric pace. Holland's laid-back persona often belies his intense in-cage style, making him a consistent fan favorite. With the UFC welterweight division brimming with fresh contenders, a rematch could offer both redemption and a thrilling spectacle.
You know, a couple months down the road, then another one a couple months down the road. If it's 170 pounds, probably only get 2 more in this year, 3 at the most. If it's 185 pounds, I can fight every fucking weekend.
Despite his majority decision loss to Khamzat Chimaev in October 2023, Kamaru Usman remains a key figure in the welterweight division, currently ranked 4th. He has identified Sean Brady, Shavkat Rakhmonov, and Joaquin Buckley as the most logical next adversaries to propel him back into title contention. If Brady manages another major victory, Usman acknowledges that he'd become difficult to deny for a title shot, but Usman aims to be the roadblock. Known for his dominant wrestling and ever-improving stand-up, Usman is confident he has what it takes to outclass any up-and-comer. Even with new contenders emerging, the former champion shows no signs of losing faith in his skill set or ambition. Fans remain eager to see which clash the UFC books next, aware that an Usman fight rarely disappoints. Whether he faces a rising star or a seasoned rival, Usman is determined to reclaim his position atop the welterweight ranks. While typically known for his outspoken take on fellow fighters, Sean Strickland turned heads when he documented his very first Popeye's chicken experience. Jokingly admitting he's more at home with sushi, Strickland attempted to understand the hype surrounding Popeyes. With each crispy bite, he quickly transformed into a self-proclaimed chicken believer. His humor and candid commentary offered fans a lighthearted view of the fighter outside the seriousness of the sport. Although some comments about race sparked debate, others found the episode entertaining in its raw honesty. By showcasing a slice of everyday life, Strickland reminded fans that fighters have human cravings too. In the midst of heated octagon showdowns, it's these candid moments that often resonate most, helping audiences connect with their favorite athletes on a personal level. The Nevada Athletic Commission issued a 3-year suspension to Jeff Molina for his part in a high-profile betting scandal. The incident stemmed from suspicious wagers placed on a fight involving Derek Minner, coached by James Krause, who was permanently banned from the UFC. Minner entered the bout with an injury that shifted betting lines heavily, and Molina admitted to leveraging insider knowledge to place bets. The suspension means Molina can't return to competition until November 5th, 2025, and must also pay $235 in prosecution fees. He defended himself on social media, stressing the small scale of his bets and objecting to calls for a lifetime ban. Still, the severe penalty signals the UFC's zero-tolerance stance on gambling breaches, maintaining a firm stance to ensure the sport's integrity. With Krause effectively out of the picture, fighters are now warned against any association with him. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more fight news and updates. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for our next deep dive into the world of MMA.